Hello, I'm Tyler Bunno, and this is my Architectural History and Society final project on Lafayette Park by Mies van der Rohe. It's located in Detroit, Michigan, and has the largest collection of buildings designed by him. The main purpose of Lafayette Park is urban luxury housing. The site is headlined by the three 22-floor high-rise apartment buildings, the Pavilion and Lafayette Twin Towers. The picture on the right shows the Pavilion high-rise and one of the Twin Towers. Lafayette Park also includes 162 townhouse units, which is shown in the picture on the bottom, and 24 courthouse units. Here we can see the map of the entire site. In blue, I highlighted the high-rise apartment buildings. In orange is the largest parking area in the site, however, there are multiple parking lots to accommodate the residents and guests. In green, I highlighted two of the townhouse units, which are scattered all over the left side of the map, along with the smaller courthouse variants. One of the most notable design features is the minimalistic detail. Similar to most of his other work, Mies van der Rohe designed the buildings in Lafayette Park around the steel supports and glass windows. The features are most noticeable in the high-rises, which show the grid pattern of straight lines and glass windows, but also the rectangular shape. The buildings in Lafayette Park really show the style of most stereotypical modern buildings. The residences themselves were designed for affordable luxury with a modern tone. Along with the exteriors, the interiors also demonstrate simple design choices. From open rooms and a simple floor plan, to the color choice and natural lighting, the interior is pleasing to the eye. Additionally, most of the units feature a pleasant view of the surrounding landscaping. More on that later. Part of the significance of Lafayette Park comes from how it was planned and what it replaced. It's the 41st National Historic Landmark in Michigan, so it offers some recreational value in that sense. The site replaced the Black Bottom neighborhood, which was an area of slums and run-down buildings primarily inhabited by African Americans. The replacement of slums with more modern and luxury housing showed how cities were replacing the slums, which were common around the Industrial Revolution, to more humane housing. The Pavilion Apartments building was the first one to go vertical in 1959, which was soon followed by the Twin Towers in 1963. Landscaping was a huge part of the planning and design of Lafayette Park. The site has 13 acres of parks and lush landscaping throughout. Mies van der Rohe worked with Alfred Caldwell to design and plan the flow of the parks and landscape around the paths, which led to this gradient of open parks to secluded and private walkways. The idea can be seen in the two pictures on the right, where the park has less trees and bushes, but more grass, to the wooded walkway on the bottom. When it first opened in 1963, it looked pretty bare, but as time progressed, we got this beautiful landscaping that can be seen in the pictures. The layout of the park was a response to a challenge in urban planning. During this time, the importance of green infrastructure was realized, along with the idea that everyone wants their own space, possibly as a result of the slum housing. However, higher urban density is more sustainable because it allows for people to travel less and therefore use less energy and produce less emissions. The way that Mies van der Rohe solved this conflict is really cool because he provided high rises and compact living while keeping reasonable interiors and surrounded everything with green infrastructure. This really helps the quality of life for the residents because the green infrastructure makes it more pleasant to live there. Additionally, the parking lots are mostly hidden from the windows because they're inset 4 feet into the ground. There is also a natural sound wall from the extensive foliage. All of these things make the site feel more secluded than it really is, being in the middle of one of the largest cities in the US. Again, we have compact yet comfortable living spaces, and also nice amenities that make this a really good place to live. Lafayette Park, designed by Mies van der Rohe, shows how two things that are seemingly unrelated can come together in one work. Some of the main ideas in Lafayette Park are the balance of dense housing and open space and privacy, compact yet comfortable living, seclusion and peace in the middle of the city, and the minimalistic, simple architectural features of the buildings themselves. And here is the works cited page.